You busy tonight?
You want to turn, eh?
My mum leaves at 9.
So you're 10.
Where'd you get it from anyway?
Apparently it was the hand of someone who could connect with the dead.
I heard it was the hand of a Satanist. And the other hand's just out there.
White people shit, man, I tell you.
All right, let's do this! You know the drill. Say, talk to me.
Talk to me.
Haley, fucking stop it, he's choking!
83 seconds, get it off him!
What if we opened the door but we didn't shut it?
Delete it. Delete it, come on!
The spirits, they followed us.
We have to do something! You want to do it again?
They're not gonna stop.
What was it?
What? I don't know!
I let you in. I let you in. Oh my God.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Benner from Black Font Distro, and thanks again for coming back and checking out another one of my movie reviews. Of course, we're talking this time about Talk to Me, which was one of the most talked about horror movies of 2023 and one of my favorite films of last year as well. So listen, before we get there, if you're returning to the channel, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support and helping us grow this community where we just want to talk about some horror films, release some horror films, and, you know, do all that kind of fun stuff that goes with that. So if you're new to the channel, again, hey, thanks for coming and checking us out. All I ask is if you can hit that subscribe button, which I think is over here somewhere, and give this video a thumbs up if you dug the review. Hey, listen, we'll keep more coming. Now, let's talk about this movie, released by A24 last year in 2023. I was supposed to use this platform to talk mostly about theatrically released films when they first came out, but I got a story about this, and that is I was supposed to go to the theater and check this out. Of course, my good friend Jason Rockman from the Rockman Power Hour, he saw the film premiere in at Fantasia Film Festival in Montreal, and of course told me it was one of the best horror movies he'd seen in a while. And I live in a smaller city, and the film sort of kind of breezed through our theaters, and I didn't get a chance to go see it in the theater. So I totally regret that, but I did see it in a horror setting. I did stream it on Netflix, and it's available on that platform. I highly suggest that you get some buddies together or some loved ones together, get some popcorn going, and watch this horror film, because it's a really great ride. And now, since then, I've also picked up the film on 4K. Blu-ray, which I had to get from the States because it's not available in Canada. So if you are a film collector, of course, I love this alternate artwork as well. I think it's fantastic. And the transfer on this, it looks gorgeous and a great addition to any Blu-ray or 4K collection if that's your bag. So let's get into the film. Talking about a few of the numbers here. Box office, this was a box office smash. And I'm talking domestic box office, $48 million, international box office, $44 million, for a total of $92 million. And that's important because the budget was only $4.5 million. And proving once again that horror is a bankable genre at the box office. Hollywood, take note, give filmmakers like these guys, and I'll get to them in a second, more cash. Give them a little bit of cash, see what they can do. They're going to create cooler projects for you and cooler films to check out. And that's what us as the movie going public, that's what we want to see. We want to see original ideas, I think, for the most part, at least for the most part. So talking about the filmmakers, Michael and Danny Philippou from Australia, twin brothers, and they also, actually, I did not know this when I saw the film, but they did start up a YouTube channel called Raka Raka, which is super popular on YouTube on this platform, and I'll link the channel down below as well so you can check it out. I think Kels McNell's my co-conspirator for all this podcast stuff mentioned it to me, I think, and I was like, yeah, I've heard of it somewhere. But funny story, one of our Black Font Distro brethren and friend of the show, Gabe Carrere, a filmmaker in his own right, actually sent me one of these videos like 5 or 6 years ago, and it was called Star Wars in Public. It's hilarious, and I'll link that video down below just so you know where that personal connection came from. But fantastic, hilarious video, and these guys have kind of worked their way up. Their channel amassed 6.8 million subscribers. They've got over 1 billion views on their content over there, and they've made their first film, which is Talk to Me. Sequel just got greenlit, Talk to Me 2. Not sure when it's coming out, but I love what they did with this film, and I'm hoping that this is a new franchise that they can really kind of run with. Now, speaking of the film itself, of course, no spoilers here. You get kind of what the film's about from the trailer, and of course, we'll run the trailer at the end of this review as well, just to give you guys a second look. But listen, I like the film because it was somewhat unpredictable. It's sort of in the same vein as like It Follows or Smile. So if you like those films, it's kind of that sort of same vicinity in sort of the genre, right? There's an overwhelming sense of dread throughout the film, and I think the one thing the filmmakers did really, really well is that this hand is bad news. Bad news bears right off the top, right? It's no good, and the filmmakers do a really good job of just lessening that a bit and saying, well, it's not really that bad, right? Like it, it's not that scary. And then they just, they hit you over the head, and it's a really, really effective way of doing it. Sort of the idea of having demon possession in this film act as sort of like a party drug is an interesting concept. I've never seen it done before. I'm sure it's, being alluded to in other films, but this was the first film that I saw that I really felt was captured that. And it was really, really neat because I love when new ideas sort of get brought to the table and it expands the genre, because that's, I think, again, like I said, that's what we want to see. So I will say this, there is one scene in particular. Well, I should say this. I should start with this. The violence in this film it's not overwhelming. It's not in your face all the time, but when it pops up, it's raw, it's visceral, and it's very, it is hard to watch, but it makes those scenes even more effective. Of course, Mia is the main character, played by the amazing Sophie Wilde. It's a fantastic performance, really brings you in and carries you through this film's, 90, 100 minutes or so, and really kind of brings you into the family dynamic that she's sort of involved with. And of course, her journey and the haunting that happens based on her addiction to this hand. So fantastic. I will say, if the filmmakers are watching, or if we tag them, I'm sure they'll never see this video, but if they do, my question for them is this. I think there's one scene, and no spoilers, of course, but there is one scene in particular that I think was a huge nod to Event Horizon, one of the movies from the 90s that I don't think gets enough credit, or didn't get enough credit when it came out, but I think a lot of filmmakers give little callbacks to that film, which is kind of cool. And hey, who knows, maybe we'll review Event Horizon on a future episode of 90s Night. Let us know if we should do that. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll leave it there. Check out Talk to Me. It's streaming right now on Netflix, and of course available on 4K Blu-ray in the United States. And I believe it's not available on Blu-ray in Canada. And listen, we'll throw the links down below. Please support these films. Please purchase them. Please stream them on the platforms that they're available on. It does help the community, helps these filmmakers, and helps more movies like this get made. And of course, it sends a message to Hollywood and sends a message to bigger studios that, listen, horror does well. There's a fan base out for it, and it's always a success financially for the most part. So that's it for me. Thanks again for hanging out with me for a couple of minutes to listen to my review about Talk to Me. I'll be back soon with another episode and another review of another film. What am I going to review? I don't know yet, but if you do want to check out our channel, please do so. There's lots of other stuff on there, including Streams and Screams, Takeover Tuesday, and of course, we've got our Hot Stove from Hells and our other show, which me and Kels McNells host together, called 90s Night. So subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I'm going to roll the trailer again because it's such an awesome trailer. And until next time, take care.
You busy tonight?
You want to turn, eh?
My mum leaves at 9.
So you're 10.
Where'd you get it from anyway?
Apparently it was the hand of someone that could connect with the dead.
I heard it was the hand of a Satanist. The other hand's just out there.
White people shit, man, I tell you.
All right, let's do this! You know the drill. Say, talk to me.
Talk to me.
Haley, fucking stop it, he's choking!
83 seconds, get it off him!
What if we open the door but we didn't shut it?
Delete it. Delete it, come on!
The spirits. They followed us.
We have to do something. You want to do it again?
They're not gonna stop.
What was it?
What? I don't know!
I let you in. I let you in. Oh my God.